party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that. Pan the camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? I wish that shorty keep it lit, 'cause if I shoot my shot I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Breeze now. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. So a tough road here on second and very long. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 2 on the run. They need a lot more than that coming up here on third down.
8-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aaron Donald with a sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
It was Damon Harrison on the...
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Bell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up
a deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert. 50. Mike 27. Hey, keep it up. Black is third.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Grant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mike 27. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That's complete. It's Bell. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On Bell. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. No spacing. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On the counter, here's Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
12-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Right there, 54 miles. Hey, alert! Watch the boot. Switch.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Push him back. Push him back. 56.
On first down, Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. 21-0, our score after one.
Nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 26-yard line.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Whip.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Caught by Allen. And and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's good.
Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill,
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. The give is to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Has the carry. It does not. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs.
We're good. Line forward, ready. Switch gears.
Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Aaron
No
Jones.
gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Check 50.
Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2.
2nd down and goal. Breeze under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got it. 56.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Aaron Jones, the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Tampa.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Breeze. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A gain of 7.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Taken down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had her teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Keenan Allen, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Monday.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Caught here by Bell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now Bell. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
We ain't the Jack 15. Don't get nervous. Check.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
2nd down and 7.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Hayden from his quarterback position on the sack that time.
5 yards.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On 4th down, the punt team on as this is sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Check, check. Lucky. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Aaron Jones,
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Sammy!
They'll go again to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll go again here with Moss. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here? And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One final try here for Breeze. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Denver, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next.